Hey, my name is Alexandra, the owner and founder of Mama Roo's. Go ahead and click like and subscribe for more baby wearing content. Hey, so today we are going to do, I'm going to show you how to do a waistless high back carry in a wrap strap wrap conversion medi. So this is my favorite carry, the Tied Tibetan, and I'm going to show you 3 different ways to finish it. I think you're really going to enjoy this carrier because it doesn't put pressure on the stomach. So if for whatever reason you don't like carriers on your stomach, or if you just if you're pregnant, or if there's any other reason that you want to kind of spread passes out, you can do this instead. I also really love this and other variations of the wrap strap medi for those as an alternative to an ambuhimo. A lot of people really like the ambuhimo style carrier. It is a waistless carrier style from Japan that puts baby up high on your back so that they can see the world. But unfortunately, oftentimes it doesn't provide a lot of support. And so some people, it's just a little bit too high on the shoulder. This is a variant that allows you to get that same positioning, but just provides more support and gives you more flexibility of different types of carries. I really like this style, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So let's get started. We are going to be using the Lenny Lamb brand wrap strap medi that we have in the mini size, so meant for kids starting around 4 to 6 months and going up from there. We are going to set baby up to do a hip scoot to the back because I have a doll. But if you had an older child and you were doing this, you could actually just go ahead and set the waistband up on your back and have the child climb up. Or you could even sort of deposit the child. So kind of like this, kind of onto your back and have them hang on while you pull the fabric panel up. So I'm going to show you hip scoot for now, but there are other options. And because we're planning to finish this as a waistless carry, I'm going to go ahead and start it pretty high up on my torso, just under the breast. That way it'll put baby up higher, and it will get a little bit easier to finish it totally waistless and across the chest. So I'm going to double knot that to get started. And I'm going to set that panel up on my hip. I'm going to pick baby up, always supporting, of course. Get them situated into that panel. Now these medis are reversible, which is really great. So this one is the same color on both sides, but we actually have some that are 2 different colors, so that provides some extra interest, which is really cool, almost like 2 carriers in one. So I've gone ahead, I've taken the far strap, so the strap that's eventually going to be here, and I've brought it across my back so that I can hang on to that. I'm going to use that to help me scoot baby across. This is similar to some other woven wrap styles too, if you've done any sort of back carries there. So again, I'm just taking a look at the panel, making sure it's pretty set how I want it, and I'm kind of hanging on to both of these straps. I'm going to take my arm, I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to use a combination of the straps and my body to lift baby to my back and position them where I want them. Okay, so I have a doll, so often dolls get a little wonky when we do some hip scooting. But don't panic, with your child. This will put you at a really good position. You see baby's head is right there, okay? And so you want it set up so that you can very easily monitor baby's breathing, monitor their airway, and kind of be in communication with them. So that's the idea. They should be up in a place that you can keep an eye on them. So same with woven wraps also. All right, so we've got our start babies on our back one at a time. We're going to first ruck the straps, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to finish it. So that's just as simple. This strap was over the arm. I'm going to take it under. I like to grab for the top rail, that top edge, and almost kind of bring it way up high, so we can kind of get a nice spread across baby. And then you don't have to put it any particular place. You could put it under baby's leg. So I like to start over the leg, and then you could end under, or not, just kind of depending how much support you find that you need. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. take it behind me, get it up nice and high on baby's back, whoop, up over, you know, kind of spread that. You don't have to spread it, but it gives it a little bit more support. And I like to just bring it straight over, not put it under the leg. But there are different variants depending on how you want to finish it. Okay, so I've got my two ruck shoulders, and now I've got these straps to deal with. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first show you the knotless version. I'm going to show you the knotless version with rings, and I'm going to show you a knotted version of the Tied Tibetan. So let's get started. So I'm going to take this strap. I'm going to go under the ruck strap. Okay. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to go over. I got a little turnaround. I was thinking about the other style. I'm going to go over and come down. And I'm going to spread the pass over my chest to a point where I'm comfortable. You don't have to do a big spread. It's really whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, I'm going to come over and do the same thing. I'm going to go around that strap and down. Down and spread. All right. You could leave it there as long as this is a double knot, but we want it to be waistless, and I think that knot there can be kind of uncomfortable anyway, just kind of because we put it so high on our torso. So we would simply undo those waist straps. Yes, baby is secure. I'll hang on to that one between my legs, bring this up, and do the same exact thing. Pull it over and down and spread as comfortable. And then take the other side, that final pass over and down. So any knotless finish could slip, you know, and it just kind of depends on a variety of things, on how heavy your child is, how long you're carrying, how, you know, how broken in the fabric is, all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff. I like a knotless finish because I don't like a lot of stuff sort of there and in the way. But if you find it slipping at all, you just kind of tug on what's slipping and put it in place. But if that's a little bit too much, there's actually a couple other ways that we can secure it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the waist straps down and put them back for a second. And we'll go back and I'll show you some of those other variants, okay? And you know, this is a doll, but our baby is fine back there. They're not going anywhere. So don't worry. As long as you've got them kind of secure. It's one thing I like about the Med-Eyes is they kind of get you a nice secure seat while you're learning and playing with things. I find that it's a great way to learn how to back carry if you're a little bit nervous about back carrying in a woven wrap. Okay, so we're back to where we were. We had those ruck straps. What are some other things we can do? So one of those is to use some sling rings. So just for fun, I'm going to show you kind of with large and with medium, so you can kind of see the difference in what those sizes look like. Depending on the type of fabric you're using is going to change what's comfortable or not. So I think it'll be fun to kind of see. And also if you're doing all four, you know, 4 large rings might just be too much to place. Let's kind of see how it looks and we can kind of go from there. So I'm going to take, this is a large ring for now. I'm going to put it on that strap that I'm working with. Now before for the knotless, we went around, okay? But with this ring, we want to make sure that we can thread the ring. So we're actually going to go over, okay? And then, oops, I'm sorry. We're going to go under. We're going to go here. And you see how the ring just kind of like moved in place there? So all we have to do is we have to secure it because this was just kind of loose. We went under our ruck strap. So now we're going to come back up and finish that. Now the problem, because this is a thin fabric, is that that's a little bit too big, right? So there's a little bit too much movement. So, and sometimes it's just trial and error, right? I thought that was probably going to happen, so I brought extra ones. But it's good to see, I think, the difference. Sometimes you just don't know until you put it on. So now I'm going to try a medium ring, and I'm going to see how that looks. So I'm going to put that through here. And we have all of these available in our store, by the way, so definitely check that out, mama-roo.com. So I have the ring. It's on here. I'm going under the strap. I've got this ring here, and we just need to finish it, right? So I'm going to come up here and go there, and that's finished there. And then that is okay, you know. We'll do a small though on the other side and kind of see how that compares, because basically the smallest ring that you can get away with for something like this is going to ultimately be the most comfortable and the most like sort of tight on there, sort of hold the best in terms of that. So if that's kind of what you're looking for, which we are here, we definitely want to try and see what we get away with. So this is a size small ring. So again, same thing. I put it on the strap. I'm going under that ruck pass. Now this is a pretty thin fabric too, so I bet it will do it, but a thicker fabric would definitely need a bigger ring. And see, there we go. So do you see how that's a nice tight pass both ways? I'm going to spread this out. But for me, for this one, this small would feel most comfortable. This is not bad, you know, like there's nothing really like wrong with this, especially if I spread that pass for the medium size. But did you see how that moved around as I was spreading that, where it really didn't here? So for this particular one, a small is probably going to be a good fit. This is a basic line fabric, so it's thinner. Now, if we wanted to do the waist too, we just do the same thing we did before, right? We take that out and we put that up there and do those with the rings. Now I'm going to show you with knots. So I'll go ahead, we'll just do it with these waist ties, right? Just right there, because you can do a combination. There are no rules. It's whatever makes you happy. So I'm going to go ahead and take this waist strap up. And now remember, so with the rings, we went under first. With the knotless, we went over first. With the knots, we're going to go over first again, okay? So I'm going over, coming under, and you can see how that purple ring moves. So I would probably end up switching that out because that would be annoying to me. So you can see I basically just tied a knot. So I'm going to show you on the other side. I'll do a little bit slower so you can see. So this is for the knotted version. I'm coming over. I'm going over that ruck strap underneath. You see how I came underneath? So that's how we do it for a knotless, right? But instead, we're simply going to tie a knot. I hope everybody can see it. So I'm kind of going over and tying it in. Really just tying a knot. You don't have to overthink it. Oh my goodness, I totally did it wrong. So because I was overthinking it. Really, we're just tying a knot. I'm making a space for a knot and I'm tying it. That's it. That's all. And then I'm spreading that. So you can really do, like I said, you can do what makes you happy. You can do what makes you comfortable. You can mix it up. I definitely recommend having sling rings. I think that they are nice to have. But as you can see, different sizes can be used for different things. So it's really, really great. And you could even probably play with it where you combine, you know, straps. I mean, you could do lots of fun things. So this is just one waistless carry. But I hope that inspires you to give this a try. I really like this. I find this style really comfortable. I typically don't do knots. You know, I just, you know, especially for this style, I want it to be, you know, kind of flat and smooth. And I like the dangling tails, but you could also do all kinds of fancy things if you want, and so that's just one example. Enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more baby wearing content. Thank you so much. Check us out at mama-roo.com.